Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another gunpla review, and today I'm taking a look at not just one, but two kits because they are pretty much identical besides the colors. That, of course, is the Zaku 2 Red Comet version as well as the Zaku 2 Type C6/R6. And before I actually get into this review, I will mention these are just reissues of old kits from before with some slight differences. That is it. But anyway, if you do want some of your own, there is a link down there in the description. You can get yours at Hobby Link Japan, but let's get right into this. So here is both versions, the Zaku Type C6/R6 and the Red Comet version of Char Zaku 2. And I have to say, these are some of the best looking high-grade Zakus that exist. They look so damn awesome. Like I mentioned already, these are identical to the kits that came out a few years ago, this one and this one. There is some minor differences, especially in the Zaku Type C6/R6 box. But either way, both of these kits have that fantastic Gundam the Origin level of detail. These kits are begging to be panel lined. There's so much surface detail on these, everywhere, from the head to the torso to the legs, arms, everywhere. They look so detailed, so awesome. First up, I'm going to be looking at the Char Zaku, the Red Comet version, and this is 100% the same kit we saw before, now with more stickers. Yep, that is the only difference. So here is the sheet of stickers that it comes with. These are just standard sticker style decals. The ones I've used on here, of course, are just for the eyes and the lenses on the weapons. And all in all, this is pretty much just an expansion of the sticker sheet that we saw before. In the manual there, we have an image of what it will look like with all of those decals applied. That looks pretty cool. And according to this kit, this is the version of the Zaku from after the Clash of Loom. The white lines apparently indicate that it is a commander unit, as well as some more information like this unit is Unit A12, and the emblems of the Falmer unit were also added. Otherwise, this kit right here physically is identical to what you would have seen before in 2015. Now moving on to the Zaku C6/R6, and there it is side by side with the kit that I looked at a few years ago back in 2017. That was the C5 version. These are physically identical, besides a couple of differences. I will mention that the black sections there in the feet of the one I looked at a few years ago aren't an original part. I just stuck them on because they were spare and look cool. But as you can see, side by side, they are pretty much identical. But this is where I can point out what is new in this box. First off, I will say that all the individual chest section and pieces that would have come with all the other versions of the Zaku 2 Origin version are all included in here. That does mean if you bought multiples of this kit, you can build different variants of the Zaku. But as for the parts that make up the C6/R6, we have this new chest section here with the Vulcan inside of the chest. The cockpit hatch is over on the right hand side there. And the other difference is this brand new shoulder section, which is missing two of the spikes. But besides that, this thing is absolutely identical. Well, that and more stickers! So on the sticker sheet, we do have a lot of the markings we're used to seeing, which is numbers for numbering your units. That is always awesome. But we do have a couple of interesting character-specific ones as well, like these stars for on the side of the head, as well as the Zeon symbol for on the forehead. So all in all, once again, we do get quite the amount of markings in here. So basically the point I'm making here is these are absolutely fantastic kits, but we've seen them all before, essentially. So now moving straight into the accessories, and this is one of the best aspects about these kits. These Origin Zaku kits come absolutely loaded with stuff. So for the most part in here, everything is absolutely identical once again, except Char Zaku comes with your standard Zaku machine gun, as well as the belt-fed version, but the Zaku C6/R6, that does not come with the standard Zaku machine gun, only the belt-fed version. But besides that, they're pretty much identical. Of course, the standard version of the Zaku does come with that officer-style head variant with the antenna. And as for all the weapons and accessories, like I mentioned, these are identical in both sets and exactly the same as what I saw back in 2017. So instead of going through it all over again, let's just see what I said back then. Here is the Zaku 2 with everything that it comes with. In here we have a standard as well as a commander type upper head section. To complement that, we have chest parts, a waist part, arm part, and a backpack to convert it to the C5 type. As for weapons, we've got the Heat Hawk as well as the deactivated variant for storage on the side skirting armor. The anti-ship rifle, which is so damn cool. This rifle right here is beyond awesome. And with this kit's heckin' good articulation, that means you can pose it just right. So satisfying. Next up is the bazooka, as well as 3 magazines of ammo. These can actually be inserted into the bazooka itself, and the 2 spares can be attached onto the shield on the shoulder. We also have this little hook-like segment that slots into the backpack for storing the bazooka once it's not in use. Next is that standard Zaku machine gun with movable parts, as well as a removable magazine. We also get 1 extra magazine in here for a total of 2. The last weapon in here is the belt-fed machine gun, which is slightly newer than the other weapons. It's from a kit that came out earlier this year, so it's not unique to this kit. And on here we have a flexible ammo belt that runs from the grip all the way to this big blocky piece, which connects onto the bottom of the backpack, like so. So yeah, pretty much essentially, this is one of the best high-grade set of weapons I have ever laid my eyes on. These are awesome. So now moving briefly into the articulation, and of course these kits are insanely good. Like I mentioned in the review I did before, to me I feel like these are the best high-grade Zakus around. However, once again, I went through that in detail in that review, so there isn't really a whole lot of point in me going through it again. So if you want more detail on a lot of the different aspects of these kits, including the articulation, then check out that one. So that right there is it for the review, and these are gold tier fantastic Zakus. All of them. Every Origin one I've looked at, which is all 3 right here, I absolutely and utterly adore. They look great and have some of the best surface detailing I've ever seen on a high-grade kit. The green Zaku there packs in so many different options, even assembly-wise. And the best aspect about these kits is that absolute armory they pack. The accessories in here are insane, and I don't think there is many other grunt kits out there that have this amount of stuff. All in all, these things are mind-blowing. As always, if you do want one of your own, there is a link down there in the description. You can get yours at Hobby Link Japan. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to come back for more Gunpla reviews. And of course, I'll see you next time.